Everyone, welcome back to episode 2. The house was no longer quiet. Laughter returned to the halls of the villa, carried by voices once thought lost. Kim Namjoon and Yoongi spent the day fixing boxes, windows. Mrs. Kim was always in the kitchen, humming old lullabies while cooking too much food for the family. Still learning how to live again. But despite all the warmth, they still couldn't sleep. The nightmare as Jungkook was awaking again at 4:47 a.m. Third time this week. He heard the soft crash first, then the sound of shifting bedsheet. He quietly got out of the bed and tiptoed to the guest room across the hall. The door was slightly open and Taehyung was curled up in the bed, fist clenching in the sheets, body shaking. Taehyung, no, no, please. Jungkook walked in, gently placing a hand on his shoulder. Jungkook, it's okay, it's just me. Taehyung sat up slowly, wiping his face with trembling hands. Taehyung eyes saw them again, the chains, the body burning. Jungkook, it's over, he's gone, you're safe now. Taehyung, there why? Jungkook didn't answer. Instead, he climbed into the bed beside him, pulled him close, and Taehyung raised his head against his chest. Jungkook didn't have to sleep alone anymore. Taehyung closed his eyes to the sobbing. Jungkook's face, Taehyung stayed. Jungkook softly always. Morning comfort when morning came. Mrs. Kim peeped into the room and found the two boys tangled together, still asleep. She smiled really smart when he saw them. Taehyung wondered and blushed. His messy sweater too big, eyes puffy from crying. Jungkook smiled at him. Jungkook, morning, sleepy ghost. Taehyung, you said you wouldn't call me that anymore. Jungkook, you are still a ghost in my heart. Taehyung rolled his eyes but smiled. Taehyung, you are lucky I like you. Jungkook, you love me. Taehyung leaned in, whispered. Taehyung, I really do. Guilt and curse. Despite the careful breakfast and sunlight-filled room, Taehyung began pulling away. He avoided mirrors, flinched at loud noises, rarely talking unless spoken to. One evening, Jungkook found him sitting alone in the hidden library, staring at the old red wax lamp. Taehyung, I was dead for 18 months. Jungkook, you weren't dead. You were waiting, Taehyung, and my family. Sometimes I don't feel real, like I'm still floating. Jungkook said beside him, their knees touching. Jungkook, do I feel real to you? Taehyung nodded. Jungkook, Taehyung, you are the only thing that keeps me sane while I was trapped. Jungkook, then let me keep holding you now. Taehyung didn't speak, he just leaned into Jungkook and stayed there. A soft confession, it was raining. That night, the world outside grew blood and cracked. Lying in bed, listening to the pattering of raindrops on the window. Jungkook interpreted two milks of warm chocolate milk. Taehyung, you spoiled me. Jungkook, you died. You deserve hot chocolate. Taehyung answered softly. They drank in silence, sitting on the floor, waiting. Jungkook looked down at his mouth. Jungkook, busy, cold, lonely. Taehyung, did you believe in love? Jungkook, no, but I dreamed about it every night. Jungkook pulled Taehyung close, his hands moving gently. No rush, no pressure, just soft strokes along his back. Taehyung kissed him again, slower now, more real. He trembled a little, but not far from fear, from emotion too big. Reached to Taehyung, I'm scared. Jungkook whispering against his lips, so am I, but I want this with you. Their clothes were set quietly, folded neatly on the edge of the bed. The room was dim, light only by the moonlight. Slipping through the curtains, Taehyung's hand moved like a prayer across Jungkook's skin, trembling, loving hand. When their bodies finally came together, it wasn't lust or desperation. It was two broken souls finally becoming whole. They held each other long into night, whispering confessions, kissing skies, crying without saying have to go, and said from now. I think I was always waiting for you, Jungkook, even before you leave me there, even before I was born. Jungkook kissed his forehead. Jungkook, you were meant to find each other no matter what. Ghosts promised one evening. They stood at the garden where there was once bush. It has been cleared flower now bloomed where death once lived. Jungkook held Taehyung tightly. Taehyung, this place feels different now. Jungkook, because you are not rapid anymore. Taehyung, but if I ever got lost again, he turned to Jungkook. I see this. Will you come guide me? Jungkook smiled. Jungkook, even if I have to walk through fire, Taehyung, even if I become a ghost again, Jungkook, especially then, Taehyung leaned in, kissed him gently. Taehyung, then I will never be afraid again. The sun split golden light through the villa tall window. The once quiet house was echoed with live footsteps of laughter, the click of brass breakfast, birds fluttered near the open window, and wind chimed, whispered in the breeze. But inside the master bedroom, all was still dim light, wrapped in white sheet, hair messy, and lips slightly parted and sleep. Jungkook sat on the edge of the bed, watching him, his fingers gently pressing Taehyung's hair. Cheek. Jungkook, softly, you are really here. Taehyung, still blinking slowly before smiling. Taehyung, still afraid I will disappear. Jungkook, every morning, but then you breathe again, and I believe. Taehyung reached out and tucked Jungkook under the cover. Taehyung then stopped. Stood there, curled against the bar he had once called a ghost. The world returned later that morning. Namjoon walked into the living room holding a letter. It's said family and official. Namjoon, it's from the family state council. Youngie, that still exists. Namjoon handed the envelope to them. Namjoon, they want proof you are alive. Then proof. Youngie, you were declared missing. Possibility hit the media when Runner tribute documentary was came. They had no idea what truly my family. He looked at Jungkook. Taehyung, he saved me not just from death, from losing myself. A reporter raised a hand. Reporter, who is the person to you? Taehyung, he is the man I love. Taehyung, I loved him even when I didn't have a baby. Jungkook, bless him. Could you have said that quieter? Taehyung, not backlash and support. The internet broke in half. Some people cheered Kim Taehyung is alive and in love. Others criticized him. The scandal is his savior after Kim Fortune. Hateful messages poured in. Gold digger, too fast, too convenient. How did he even survive? One morning, Jungkook found him sitting on the villa roof. Phone in hand, his face was full. I shouldn't have said anything. Jungkook, they don't matter, Taehyung, but they think you used me. Jungkook walked close over, took the phone and set it out. Jungkook, let them talk. I know who I am, and you know who I am, Taehyung. But his lips, Taehyung, but just don't run from me. Taehyung, holding him tightly, never again. Strong in the past that night, Jungkook found the old chest in the village storage room, hidden where Taehyung's childhood sketches, drawings of faces, dream sketch of disturbingly shadows with red eyes. These are from when you were a kid, Taehyung. I used to see things before I was taken. Jungkook, like spirits, Taehyung was. He sat beside Jungkook. My uncle started grooming me young, whispering spells, making me memorize ancient words. He said our blood had power. Jungkook listened quietly. Taehyung, I thought it was a game, but it wasn't. He was preparing me to. Jungkook every time whispering in the walls. At the same time, strange things began happening again. The red wax lamp, now sealed in a glass case, glowed faintly. Whispers returned to the tunnel beneath the villa, and Jungkook had a dream in it. They stood at the altar again, but this time someone else was trapped at Namjoon. When he woke up, he found them staring out the window. Silent. Jungkook, did you dream too? They would answer, but I saw the worst as them. Something is not done. I can feel it. It started with a whisper, a soft sound echoing through the villa was like a wind catch between memories. Jungkook Sad grabbed right to hug Taehyung. Jungkook, what does it mean? Taehyung finished the curse never ended. It just changed its host. They returned to the cottage after the afternoon and through mirrors, six charming Jungkook suggested. The symbol it belongs to the connected to the remain of the spell that held Taehyung. Jungkook, why me? Because you freed him, because you love him. The curse remembers. Taehyung, how does it break it? You can't break it, only transfer it. Taehyung stood up, voice rising. Taehyung didn't transfer it to me. Jungkook, no. Taehyung grabbed Jungkook's hand tightly. Taehyung, I already died once. I'm not letting them take you. Jungkook, tears. And I'm not letting you suffer again. Watched them with a deep sadness. There may be a third path, but it required realm, the space between life and afterlife, a place where souls are rewritten. Jungkook was the cause. She hesitated. One must forget everything to sail the heavy choice that night. Jungkook sat by the fire in the villa hidden library. Taehyung found him there, staring into the flames. Taehyung, thinking again. Jungkook always Taehyung softly, about to choosing me or losing yourself. Jungkook both. Taehyung sat beside him, silent for a long time. Then he pulled himself something from his pocket, a chain with two rings tied together. Taehyung, I was going to wait, but I need to wear this now. Jungkook looked at him, surprised. Taehyung, one ring for you, one for me. If either of us forget, this will help us find out our way back. He tied the chain around Jungkook's neck. Jungkook quietly, you really think I will forget you? Taehyung, I'm afraid I might. Jungkook, then I will make you fall in love with me again. Taehyung is smiling sadly. I hope you do. The ritual began 3 days later under a blood moon. They prepared for the ritual. The draw a large red circle in the courtyard, shot all blood of the boatman. Jungkook stood barefoot in the center, heart racing. Taehyung held his hand tight. You will step into the ring together, but only one may return with full memory. The other will return pure, untouched by the curse, but only you. Jungkook agreed. No one forgets. Taehyung, then we break the rules. They stepped into the circle. The wind blowed, the ground trembled, and then everything went white. Real, it was like a dream. The rain simmered like broken glass and floating lights. Voice echoes around them, memories, laughter, screams. Jungkook reached for Taehyung's hand, but Taehyung was gone. Jungkook, Taehyung, no answer. He spun around, calling, crying. Then he saw a boy. Taehyung, do I know you? His heartbeat trailed in the valley. Well, the to purify a curse, one must walk through the other's cured memories. Jungkook followed young Taehyung through every heartbreak. He saw the day his mother died. He saw his uncle twist a spear into lullabies. He saw the night he was dragged, chained, bruised alive. Jungkook said, no, please stop. It isn't a childish. And at the end, he found adult Taehyung lying in a field of fire. A single voice echoes in the air to protect him, to let go of your love. Taehyung, but I chose him. Even if I forget, Jungkook ran to him, felt his knees. Jungkook, no, I chose him. We remember together. They kissed right as the fire back to the light. The courtyard was silent again. Then Taehyung just say why because of you, Erica.